dumbass.
Olympic hero Kurt Angle, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling podcast.
Yo, listen, this is the best wrestler alive, Platinum Max, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling podcast.
Hey everybody, Eric Bischoff here, and you are listening to We Are Wrestling podcast.
Hello everyone, this is Nunzio, former WWE Cruiserweight Champion, and you're watching We Are Wrestling podcast.
We Are Wrestling podcast. Check them out, man.
Stay tuned, listen to the podcast. Best one, Donnie might teach you a thing or two.
We Are Wrestling. And if you don't listen to it, then it's one-on-one with The Undertaker.
Featuring your hosts, Dan Eddy and Donnie. We are wrestling.
What a fucking dick.
What is up? We are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide. I'm the host with the most, Mr. We Are Wrestling himself. And still, we are Wrestling Champion, the best one, Donnie, here with...
What's up, everybody? Ben here, Rage Circus, you know, all that shit. This dude's just going through his Roman Reigns fucking reign of terror, you know? Everybody loves to see it. We got fucking America's favorite love child right under here. The fucking America's prom night dumpster baby. What's going on, Dan Eddy?
What's going on? Thank you for the introduction.
No problem.
Special. No, I had to. So a little back curtain, behind the curtain, I was eating while we were waiting for the podcast to start, and some of my food spilled on the floor, so I was trying to pick that up. Mac and cheese on
I thought
carpet.
you were doing dishes.
Would not recommend. But yeah, what's going on, everybody?
What is going on? We have a great lineup this week for the We Are Wrestling podcast. But before we get into all the good news, if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac, you're already and you're listening to this episode wherever you get your podcast, Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever, leave us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download this episode and all the other episodes, and give us a follow.
Yeah.
If you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac, you're already over on the YouTube channel where you can catch these live episodes every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, there's no interrupting the best one. And you're not a part of the thousands of subscribers. We recommend you guys hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. Videos be coming out of nowhere like an RKO. And of course, you already know the grind is real.
Turn it up.
Speaking of turn it up, we finally figured out what the super goal of the month is going to be. And this month, Dan Eddy, because he totally fucked up the Clash in Paris live watch along, we've decided that he deserves the punishment. So if we reach the goal of $100, Dan Eddy, you are going to go in public and you are going to do the Scotty Too Hottie gimmick, full gimmick with the hair stick up, the music and everything. And he's going to do it in public. So if you guys want to see him humiliate himself, there you go. $100 goal.
I will add that I can't do the worm forward, so I have to be backwards. But I'll do the whole step and what he does in the ring. I'll do that as well.
Hell yeah. I love that. We got a bunch of We Are Wrestling Maniacs here in the live chat. Let's show some love. We got Omar in here. It's Wednesday. You know what I mean. Yes, we do. It's the We Are Wrestling podcast. Alex Johnson, what's up, everybody? And always be a loyal We Are Wrestling Maniac. Of course you will. We love you, Alex Johnson. We got Nate Daniel here in the chat. And Donnie, you need to lose the title. No, I do not. And my title will be defended next week in a stacked predictions because we have both AEW All Out and we have friggin' WrestlePalooza.
AEW All Out don't count. It's just WrestlePalooza.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be unfair.
That'd be very no, dude.
Man.
Nah, man. Nah. Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to have to talk to the LCU. I think we're going to need to figure something out here. We might need to get 2 championships involved pretty soon. I think.
Yeah.
Because I need another title for the shoulder, just
the last thing we fucking need is Donnie 2 belts, bro. He's going to get jumped in the parking lot.
He's cockier than a fucking chicken farm right now. God.
Oh yeah, no, it'll be WrestlePalooza. I think there's gonna be enough matches that are unpredictable for us to have a friendly competition.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Dan being in Arkansas because he can't, he can't do a title, unfortunately.
We're gonna figure something out. We gotta figure something out.
We gotta get him one of those little slap bracelets of the fucking title at least. It's gotta be dripped out. It's gotta cost at least over $150, so it's at least dripped out.
There we go.
Again. Like those things
Josh Toy Show, what's going on, man?
What's up,
Hope
Josh?
you're doing good.
What's up, Josh?
Well, I do want to ask you guys, how's your week been?
Fucking busy, and I'm fucking tired. How's your week been?
Same. Yeah.
Fucking busy, and he's fucking tired. How's your week been?
Dude. Yeah.
Pretty busy, but busy for definitely the wrong reasons because I've been playing NBA 2K26 nonstop.
But are you fucking tired?
Oh, I'm very tired because I've been pretty grinding that game.
Fucking tired. We've been all busy and fucking tired.
Well, that's the thing as well. Even wrestlers avoid to do the worm backwards. Please be careful.
Do it forward. I try.
Everybody's Maxine Dupree.
But yes, we are tired. But the good news is we have not a lot of topics this week to talk about, but definitely some good ones. So here is a quick little lineup for We Are Wrestling Maniacs wanting to know what we're going to talk about this week on the show. Of course, AJ Lee, she came back this past Friday on SmackDown. We're going to talk about it. Usos are going to be teaming up again. And did Jey Uso turn heel? Also, Bryan Danielson, we got some news about him being full-time on commentary. Everybody's talking about The Rock's transformation. AJ Styles putting up a time glass. Is time running out for the Phenomenal One? Also, we'll be putting over the Hurricane. And then, of course, our main event topic, John Cena not having his final match in Boston. Instead, Washington, D.C. We're going to talk about all of it this week here on the We Are Wrestling podcast. Oh, and I'm loving 2K26, Josh. I am loving it.
Yeah,
I have not enjoyed a 2K game in a long time.
Yeah, cunt.
But every week, we do this thing called the Power of the Poll, where you can go to the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel, go to our community tab, and every Wednesday, we let you guys have 1 week to vote. And last week, we went back to school, talked about the best teachers. Now, choke slams last week. I can't even keep track.
Thanks, something like that.
Fail.
Well, this week, we asked you guys, damn, wow.
Fail.
Oh, yeah, I got it. This week is which wrestler out of the 4 in the Attitude Era is the toughest. So here are the results.
Results incoming.
That's still add on there, right?
And Ken Shamrock is the toughest. 53% of you guys picked Shamrock, while only 32% of you guys picked Steve Blackman, 12% picked Dan Severin, and 3% picked Mark Miro. Do we agree with this?
Did fucking Shamrock come out looking just like that? Like, was he a baby with a fucking face just like that? Like, wrinkles and all, haircut and everything? Like, dude has looked the same his entire fucking life. Holy shit. I would say
Really
yes.
has.
But I would say yes. Abso-fucking-lutely. Like, are we talking like mentally tough, or are we talking like just tough in general? The dude was in the
Physically tough, man.
The dude's
There
an
was some
actual
tough
fighter,
guys.
bro. The dude's an actual fucking fighter, bro. So I would say yeah. I would say yeah. That's no fucking contest. Yeah.
I wouldn't say no contest on that
Not
one.
no contest, but in general, yeah, dude, Shamrock.
So I am a Ken Shamrock guy. Out of the 4, he is my favorite wrestler. But I think Steve Blackman is a little bit more tougher than Ken Shamrock in real life. Because the stories I have heard, especially the airport fight that he got in with JBL at the time, man, I don't know. I think Steve Blackman, he was just built different.
Why is JBL always doing some dumb shit?
Built different.
Oh, JBL.
And also Steve Blackman, too. I believe now he's like a bounty hunter, too.
Oh, shit.
Well, he's got the mustache.
But yeah, Mark Miro being 3%, I'm not surprised by that at all because his gimmick was like a boxing fighter, but he wasn't a legitimate fighter. So I definitely I could see why people pick Ken Shamrock because he was a little more popular than Steve Blackman. But man, it was actually pretty close. Like that's the first time I think second place was like 30% or more. So not bad. What do you think, Dan? You agree?
Yeah, I didn't even know who the guy who had 3% was, so I didn't vote for him. But at least the margins were closer than than normal.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn, Charlie Kirk is dead. He got shot at the university he was speaking at today, and he apparently passed away. Damn. That's
Who did?
dope. Charlie Kirk, the political activist that's been like all over the news and shit. Yeah, apparently he got shot today while he was speaking, and he's passed away now.
Oh.
Damn, dude. Violence is crazy, man. Like, politics is just mind-numbing, and that is why I take no part in it. That is crazy.
Yep.
Sorry, my shit just started blowing up, and I just couldn't help but notice.
Oh, you're good, man. Tyrus.
You say like Arkansas.
Badass
away from it.
1000%.
Mm-hmm.
Blackman was crazy. He was on a whole nother level. And if you guys want to know more about Blackman, Wrestling Bios did a really good 20-minute video on him. So if you don't know who he is and the aura behind Steve, I would go check that video out. He did a good job. But next week for the Power of the Poll, Ben, I'm going to let you take this one away because this was your idea.
well, we talk. All right, so this next week's Power of the Poll is going to be the lowest pop for anybody that came back, like the quietest pop, where you could hear a pin drop in the stadium, to the point where it was awkward. The only one that was really sad, that really deserved more flowers, was Brian Christopher. He was Grandmaster Sexy. Like, the dude is fucking legendary. He was great.
That did piss me off, him getting no reaction, because I, as a kid, was a huge Too Cool fan.
It
I
was
loved
so awkward. It was so awkward. And I was just like, that might honestly get my vote, but it was a sad fucking thing, man. It was really fucking sad.
Can I pitch my case real quick on who they should vote for? I think that everybody here should vote for Eva Marie. 1000%.
That's who I honestly was thinking about.
Eva Marie.
Full transparency.
You could hear crickets farting in her return. It was that bad. Well, guys, you can go vote right now on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. Go to our community tab, and you can pick between these four on who had the quietest pop coming back. You get to pick between Eva Marie, Lord Tensai, who was formerly known as Albert in WWE, Brian Christopher, or D'Lo Brown in 2008. Couple things that we do want to advertise real quick. We do have a brand new reaction up on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. I reacted to AJ Lee's WWE SmackDown return. And after this podcast, there will be 2 other Monday Night Raw reactions going up. The interaction with her and Becky and the Usos, Jey Uso possibly turning heel. Also, we do have the AEW Collision vlog still up. And right now, currently, Rage is working on the TNA Slammiversary vlog. What percentage are we at?
We are at a good 85%. I just haven't been able to work on it in the last day and a half, just because it's been fucking wild.
Well, 85%, guys. So definitely expect that to come out pretty soon to the channel.
Mm-hmm.
And Blitzkrieg Pro, We Are Wrestling proud partner. Saturday, October 11th, they're going to be coming back to Enfield, Connecticut, the Pierogi Hall. And We Are Wrestling, we're going to be sponsoring a mixed tag match of our own. We have Priscilla Kelly and Zachary Wentz versus Charles Mason and a mystery partner. So if you guys if you are out in the Western Mass area and you're looking for a fun night out, come out to Blitzkrieg Pro. The We Are Wrestling crew will be there, except for Dan Eddy because he's stuck in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Donnie, 2 questions. One, who is the mystery partner? Did we find out yet?
No, we have not. And I think we might be finding out live on IWTV, October 11th.
Second question. I was looking for you being live on YouTube. Whether was it on your Best One Donnie's page for SmackDown or Monday Night Raw?
SmackDown. Are you talking about live watch along or?
Yeah, like the AJ Lee.
No,
coming
I
out.
did what I did was I did a reaction because that Friday NBA 2K came out, and I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh jeez.
I was on NBA 2K. I was not watching SmackDown live. I even said it in the reaction, I knew AJ came back, but I wasn't on social media because I recorded it right in the morning time before I went on my phone and everything. And man, what a pop she got! What an amazing pop.
Dude, I was ecstatic. I was blaring that theme song all weekend.
Me too. But hey, with that being said, now that's a good segue. Let's get into the We Are Wrestling weekly TV recap. We don't even have to go over the highlight of the week because this was definitely all of our highlight of the weeks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
All right, 1000%. Here we go. Last Friday on SmackDown, AJ Lee finally returned. Let's talk about it.
I think the best part of that whole sequence wasn't, besides the fact that she was beating the shit out of Becky Lynch, was CM Punk was just sitting there smiling like he was so proud of his wife. It was incredible.
It was nice. It was nice to see that fourth wall break a little bit.
He broke character and just stood there. And
I was gonna say if you haven't checked out Grimm's Toy Show vlog with me in it, the way I was smiling at Grimm, that was the way CM Punk was smiling at his wife.
Yeah. Get you a motherfucker that stares at you the way that Donnie does at one of the people he admires, bro. That shit was fucking... Dude was like a chipmunk. That shit was from fucking ear to ear. It was wild.
That's how CM Punk looked on Friday.
Yeah.
I loved
Yeah.
it.
Her return was fucking incredible. Like, it was absolutely incredible. It's weird that we got John Cena, Brock Lesnar, AJ Lee, CM Punk, all a part of the same roster right now in
Dude, it's
2025.
2014 again. 2014,
I'm literally
2015.
screaming internally. Like, I'm pretty sure none of us really had this in our bingo cards this year.
Like I said before on the show several times, because I know in our predictions, like we really like to fantasy book a lot, and we would always talk about AJ Lee if she's going to show up. We thought that she was going to be involved with the Drew McIntyre and CM Punk feud because of the whole bracelet, and we never got her. And I remember us like talking about the scenarios, and I would always say, just countless times, I would say, I can't say it's going to happen because I don't want to get my hopes up and my expectations. And honestly, I am glad I didn't get my expectations up all of these years because honestly, the way I felt Saturday morning watching that full segment of AJ Lee coming out and the fact that they gave her the Light It Up theme, she didn't get Def Rebelled or anything like that.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that
was
was so
perfect.
awesome.
Absolutely
It's
perfect.
a splash of the Divas era still living very much so to this day.
Yes.
It's a Divas era's fucking song.
We got
and I was
Nikki
just like,
Bella back,
holy
too.
shit, dude.
And it's a bop. Like, Dan Eddy,
Shut
you
the
even
fuck
said
up.
you
Don't
were
ever use that
bopping
terminology
over
again.
the weekend.
Don't use that
Okay.
term, please.
I think,
please.
yeah, I think
I'm
Bob
gonna
means
puke.
something else nowadays.
I'm gonna puke.
I'm going to request it. You're going to have to listen to it on your
I'm gonna
stream.
puke. I'm gonna puke, dude. He said bop.
Yeah, Bob means something else nowadays with these kiddos.
Are you
Banger
fucking
still works,
serious?
though.
Okay.
Banger still
Yeah.
works.
See,
Yeah.
I'm not into like
Yeah.
the music terms and all that stuff, so I'm a little bit
But yeah, no, it's definitely a banger. I was blasting it all weekend, just skipping around my house. I was ecstatic too when she was talking at Monday Night Raw. She's like, "You're probably wondering why all your millennial parents went crazy," and I'm like, "Yep."
Oh yeah,
I'm not
also
even
too, shout out to Angelo as well because I did read his comment on my AJ Lee video and he was actually at Friday
Nice.
Night SmackDown and saw her return. And he says here in the live chat, I'm so lucky Punk is from Chicago and I was there for both of their returns. It's crazy. She showed up on a random SmackDown, but it had to be in Chicago.
Yep.
That's amazing. That is friggin' awesome. Also, shout out to Danny Huggins as well because it was his birthday.
Hey!
Yeah.
Birthday.
Birthday, bitch.
Happy birthday, Danny Huckins. We love you here on the We Are Wrestling podcast. But yeah, no, I freaking love the whole AJ Lee thing. And even this past Monday, seeing her come out with the Intercontinental title, I hope that does happen at some point.
You're mentioning like how we like the fantasy book. I was just thinking about this randomly at work when I was thinking about the AJ Lee's return. There are so many ways they can go about this. Like after the feud between Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, there's so many opponents that would love to work with AJ Lee or feuds that she can maybe rekindle or new ones they can start. But my guess would be, well, my hope would be as soon as this tag team and like couple versus couple thing is over, her first opponent or interaction should be with Roxanne.
That's right. Also, we should talk about that as well. Alex Johnson, thanks for mentioning it because I forgot to write it in my notes. AJ Lee also signed a multi-year contract with the WWE and will be on a full-time basis as well.
It's not a one-off. She's going to be here for a while.
I'm excited. This is great for the women's division. Like, I feel like we've never had a women's roster so stacked. And I'm talking any era, any company. I think AJ Lee coming back just really is the icing on the cake here.
Oh, yeah.
Because think about it, WWE, we got the past, we got the present, and we have the future because NXT women's division is pretty damn stacked as well.
Dude, they're just
WWE
sitting there.
WWE is, man, they are set for the next 10 years with their women's division.
The NXT women's division is just like sitting in an incubator, and as soon as it's time, they'll let them out. It's going to be fantastic once they go on the main roster or do their own thing. But,
and this is also a good question, too, by Angelo here in the live chat. She signed a contract, so she'll probably be here for a couple of years. What are your dream matches other than Roxanne? It's funny. I did a whole YouTube short with my wrestling figures talking about 5 dream matches I would have with her. And one of the females I had like on that list was Chelsea Green. Because I feel like her and AJ Lee, I feel like could be a really good rivalry and I think a fun match.
I think Tiffany Stratton would be a good one.
I had her as well in my video.
I'm always going to say Rhea.
Rhea and AJ, that would come.
I'm always going to say Roxanne, so we're good.
But welcome back to the WWE, AJ Lee. I think we're all very excited about it. Well, I can't say everybody. Probably 95% of us are. But moving on now to another reunion that happened on Raw. The Usos officially reunited and challenged the Vision, Breakker and Reed to a tag team match at WrestlePalooza. Also, at the end of the show, Jay hit LA Knight with a spear, possibly teasing a heel turn. What's your thoughts on what happened at Raw?
I don't know. It's weird seeing the roles reversed with Jimmy being like, "What the fuck, dude?" It's weird, you know. But then again, was it really Jay that turned heel? Was it really Jay?
I don't know, dude, because I have a gut feeling WrestlePalooza, LA Knight's gonna cost the Usos. I have
a feeling he's gonna join the Vision.
Yeah, that's what I
heard.
That could be.
I heard some shit that he's gonna be turning heel and joining the Vision.
Can't beat him, join him.
Yeah,
I would rather much have LA Knight turn heel than Jey Uso.
Yeah, me too, definitely.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with you.
And that ending actually pissed me off, but then made me excited at the same time because, like, week after week, Monday Night Raw is always ending the same way. Babyface is getting beat up. The second babyface comes up to help them. It's the Vision versus somebody at the end. Somebody comes up to help them. They get beat up. So, like, at the end of this past Monday Night Raw with Jey Uso doing the spear, it's something different. And I think as much as I would rather have LA Knight turn heel, they're teasing Jey Uso heel because even before that match, they had the Usos talking backstage, and Jimmy Uso just straight up told Jey, he's like, "Hey, you're kind of sounding like Roman now."
That got me a little bit there.
OTC, I think. No, head of the table, something like that. Tribal chief.
Yeah, he said something about in those lines, but that's the thing too. Like, I feel like with LA Knight and Jey Uso, I think that they're just trying to find a way for LA Knight to turn heel, but with a reason. Because if you notice Triple H's creative booking with these heel turns with Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre, they've all had reasons behind why they did what they did. And I think with LA Knight, Jimmy Uso brought it up backstage. Like, LA Knight said, "You cost me my match against Roman Reigns. Jay cost me the world championship in that fatal 4-way. There's his reason to cost them. And if you can't beat the Vision, join them."
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
And if they really want to go on a power trip here, they could always do this. They can give Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed the tag titles, give LA Knight the Intercontinental title, and Seth Rollins has the world championship. Becky's got the Intercontinental. Let them run Raw entirely.
Who's got the IC title now?
Dirty Dom.
Oh, yeah.
Dirty Dom.
Dirty Dom.
Dirty Dom, real quick. I saw a meme with Dirty Dom like smiling, looking away, and then at the bottom it was AJ Lee, and Dirty Dom's caption was like, "Next target acquired." It's just not because the AJ Lee came back.
I can't wait till Christmas.
Dirty Dom's good. I'm gonna go up to her.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think that, like, the Vision, they just have to just let them get all the championships. They, like, if they're gonna do it, like, just do
fucking
it.
Donnie sees sees so much potential in a fucking stable. Give them all the championships.
Yes.
Every single time. He
You
said
know
it
why?
With Judgment Day. He said it with the Bloodline. Now he's saying it with the fucking Vision.
Yes. Yes, I am.
I love.
Because I remember Monday Night Raw.
Oh, stables? This is good shit.
So good shit.
Yeah, do it.
Run it all.
Because I think about Ruthless Aggression Monday Night Raw with Evolution, Batista and Ric Flair having the world tag titles, Randy having the Intercontinental, Triple H having the world title, and it made people pay attention to them. Like, what are they doing right now with the tag titles? With
You're
Finn
cooking,
and
Jay.
They ain't doing shit.
You're cooking, Tyrus, rather. Sorry.
Oh,
I read the first letter.
I do want to read this here by Tyrus. Jay is taking Roman's advice to heart. He could only be a main event star if he's willing to do whatever it takes, put family first, and not care about anyone else.
Yeah,
You
basically.
cooking.
Yeah.
It's true.
You're cooking.
But you see,
I
I
think that's why
they can't turn Jay.
Turn heel.
I don't think it's going to be a heel thing. I think it's more of like we're turning this up to the next level. It's an attitude change, and it's a complete rebrand now, I think.
Because
he even took the Yeet shit. He put Monday Night Raw. Like, it's
yeah,
not even the Yeet shit anymore.
But that's even the thing, too. Like, with how over he is with the kids and the crowd, like, you can't have him turn heel right now. Attitude change, yes, but a heel turn, you can't do it right now.
Bro, we said the same thing about John Cena. That dude was out here making kids cry. They'll do whatever the fuck they want. It's TKO. They're charging $300 a ticket for fucking nosebleed seats.
Oh, my God. Don't even get me fucking started with that shit.
You guys want to see another crash out of the century from Donnie?
Yeah, okay. Well, here's rant time with Best One Donnie real quick.
Yeah.
Because guys, today,
Upbeat.
tickets went on sale for WWE Monday Night Raw, and it's taking place in Boston on, I believe, November 10th in TD Garden. So what did I do? I went on Ticketmaster.com, and I looked at the tickets, and they cost me, for nosebleeds, $250, and I saw that price and I said, ha, that's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've decided that this coming Monday, because I'd already got my tickets for me and my fiance for Raw in Springfield, Mass. It'll probably be my last WWE show until these ticket prices go down.
Yep. Same.
Because I can't support this shit. I can't.
Yeah, dude. Too
much money.
Yeah, it's kind of wild, dude. Like, you have to be a millionaire just to watch fucking wrestling. That's
you kidding? You kidding me? You can get floor seats for AEW Collision for less than $50.
Yeah, or
I'm trying to be, if I'm ever going to. So this is my my thing. If I ever go to an AEW show again, it has to be floor right in the front where green shirt guy sits. That's it. It's the only time I'll ever go again.
There's been a story behind how he's been able to. I
want to say that I was an actor on HBO Max.
That's how you're gonna get your foot in the door.
That's how I'm gonna do it.
Love it.
I'm gonna do it. Not even this whole project I'm fucking doing, but this. Yeah, going to AEW. That's gonna get my breakout.
Building a business behind the brand. Love it. Oh man, but yeah, I'm not happy about these prices. I'm not happy.
Man. Yeah, that's why we decided to do Fanatics Fest instead, and Dan Eddy's coming down for it, so it's gonna be good.
Yeah, because we are wrestling, like we want to do something, and
for that shit.
Honestly, like Fanatic Fest for like the weekend, like
that's so much better.
Might be the way to go. There's more content to be made out there. I think it's just better for We Are Wrestling.
I'm literally just going to meet Rhea, and then I'm going
Raw.
back to the hotel and just streaming and gaming the whole fucking weekend. Because I don't gotta be in a crowded ass spot. I'm literally only going for one person. That's it. And
be hilarious if she's not there.
Dog, like I'll get in that line twice because I'm really debating if I want Rhea to pin me in my photo. I'm really debating it. I'm like, dude, that'd be the fucking photo of a century.
Angelo in the live chat, real quick. Are you going to talk about Cena's retirement match not being in Boston? That is our main event topic this week.
Yes, it is, buddy. You called it.
Yep. So stay tuned.
Bitch.
All right. Well, with that being said, now let's get into the We Are Wrestling weekly news and rumors. And this week, there's not a lot to talk about. So let's start things off here with some AEW news. Not TKO.
Dude's still fucking salty.
Tony Khan announced via social media that Bryan Danielson will be a full-time commentator for AEW Dynamite moving forward. What's your thoughts on this?
If it's legit, fucking awesome. Bryan Danielson is great, but I have a feeling this is an ulterior angle in that he's probably going to go back to the ring again. You know how this shit works. You know how this shit works. You know it. I know it. But if it's legit and like he's actually gonna be just a commentator and shit, then I'm for it. You know, the dude's knowledgeable as fuck. He's one of the best to do it, and to hear someone call in spots that is literally fresh out of their full-time run, then yeah, why not?
Yeah, I have to agree. I think if he's going to go back into the ring and actually wrestle, so be it. But if he's going to be a full-time commentator, I've always enjoyed listening to.
No, hold up. Quick
him
pause.
or
Quick
Bryan
pause.
Danielson.
Hold on a
Quick
minute.
pause. Pull up that bitch's message right now.
What?
Pull that shit up, Danny.
What?
Pull that shit up right now.
Where? Here, you want to read it?
I find it hilarious that AEW started broadcasting from the Mass Mutual Center. Now is hosting WWE Raw. Thank you, TK. Laugh my ass off. Bitch, the only reason that Raw's going back to Springfield in general is because it's on John Cena's tour and he handpicked it, bitch. TK nothing. The fuck? Sorry.
Well, but then again,
shut the fuck up, Donnie.
I'm sorry, but
shut
then
the fuck
again,
up, Donnie. Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
They have been going to a lot of venues. They've been going to a lot of venues that AEW's been going to.
Exhibit A.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with it.
And guess what? You know who hit that venue before they were even a thing? WWE.
Exactly. There's no problem with going to a venue. You see right here, Danny? These are the comments right here, guys. This is what's wrong with pro wrestling fans right now.
Yes,
who cares?
That's the dumbest shit on the planet. Like yes. And the last time they hosted a show there was 2005, because it's not big enough. Cena brought it back because it's literally where he went to college, and he wants to fucking take a stop there down memory lane, dude. What the fuck? Has nothing to do with TK. Sorry, rant over. Continue,
speaking of TKO, they are greedy people, because they had originally John Cena's match like the last
Yeah, it was a bidder.
Actually,
it was a bidding war.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about it in our main event topic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Teaser.
But yeah.
Teaser. There we go.
Continue what you were saying though.
What was I saying? Oh, just as far as like commentating, I am all for it, because I've always enjoyed listening to talk, whether it be a promo, whether it be in the ring talking shit. So I feel like he do a great job commentating on the sideline, and it's kind of like the newer Wade Barrett sort of way, just former wrestler taking over.
Not a bad comparison.
Commentating, except for AEW. Yeah. So it's not a good comparison because it's on a leaf, but you know what I mean.
I will say, as a consistent viewer for AEW, I am very, very happy with this decision, because I do remember watching the Cruiserweight Classic that WWE put on the network, and it was Murata. How the hell do you say his name? Mario.
I don't know.
Him and Bryan Danielson were doing commentary for the Classic, and it was really good. And even with this past AEW pay-per-view, Forbidden Door, Bryan Danielson, I thought, did a really good job, and it felt like it was just fresh air, it felt like. And, I think the AEW commentary team, is solid, but, there's really nobody, I think, that has the knowledge like Bryan Danielson that can really take that to the next level. I don't know. It just brings, it's just fresh. And I think it just, man, I'm happy that Danielson's on commentary full-time. It needs to happen. Tony Schiavone, I am sick of hearing his voice. He's good at what he does, but that's it. Average. Excalibur. He's grown on me. I still can't stand the mask. He's average. Taz, fantastic. I think bringing in Bryan Danielson, I think is just going to make things even better. Kind of like Brody Lee made the Dark Order better. Because that first Dark Order, none of us AEW fans could stand the group until Brody Lee came in and brought some legitimacy to it. We didn't really care for it. And I think with Bryan Danielson, it's going to be a similar situation, because I think him coming on commentary, I think, is going to make Excalibur better. He's going to make Taz better, and whoever they have on commentary with him better. So honestly, very happy with this. All right, well, moving on now to some Hollywood news, you could say, but everybody's talking about it in the wrestling world. The Rock has lost tons of weight. According to Variety, The Rock's weight loss is due to an upcoming movie role called Lizard Music. He's playing a 70-something-year-old man called Chicken Man.
Yeah,
There's tons of fans who are concerned about the amount of weight he's lost, because we have seen pictures of Batista
Oh
within
my
the last
fucking
couple
God.
of years. What's your thoughts on the weight loss? and the
Fucking dumb.
transformation?
The dudes have been carrying fucking hundreds of pounds, not hundreds, that's a little excessive, but a shit ton of muscle for so many years, dude. These dudes have been over 300 pounds, way into the over 200s for years. They're off doing other things now, and they can't be doing things that they want to do if they're going to be massive the entire fucking time, dude. Like, and they're older, man. They're in their 50s. Like, not everything is, oh, is he sick? Oh, is he dying? Like, no, dude. Like, the shit like that just genuinely, like, I get it. Like, people are still really reeling in from what happened to Chadwick Boseman. That was a tragedy. I get it. But not every single thing means somebody is fucking sick. The dude is obviously an actor first and foremost, not a wrestler anymore. He's gonna do transformations. Ain't nobody was talking shit when Christian Bale was fucking 130 pounds soaking wet for The Machinist, and then a year later was fucking 210 pounds for Batman. Nobody batted an eye then. Like, dude, people do this for their art. People cut weight all the time for UFC. It's fucking normal, dude.
Can I add something before, Dan, you give your thoughts on this?
But
The one thing I do want to add to all of this too is just I feel like a lot of people are just very uneducated when it comes to this
And
subject,
intrusive.
because that's the thing too, like with The Rock. Like, he is in his 50s, and it's not really healthy for him to have all that muscle mass either. So, like, I don't know. I don't understand why people are like overreacting about him and Batista. Like, they're still healthy. They're still in great shape.
yeah, people are overreacting to everything nowadays. It's kind of like when you brought up Batista, it was a good example because he said in an interview he was in the best shape of his life. Like, he felt like not skin, but skinny tone, like, cut. He felt like he was in better shape than he was when he was actually wrestling. And I think when he was actually wrestling, he was close to 300, if I'm not mistaken, at least like 260 from what it looked like. And when he started doing movies, he started kind of cutting down, bulking, cutting, and like, now he's feeling like great. With The Rock, people are so like rage and intrusive. We going back to, I think it was last week's podcast, we were talking about how people are all in these wrestlers' personal spaces, like pushing Rhea Ripley up into a car, stalking them in airports, like one picture that's not photoshopped of The Rock losing muscle, and it's all of a sudden their business to find out what's going on, whether it was for a movie or not. Like, calm the fuck down. Like, if it's something going on, then he would announce it from him.
And even The Rock too. And that's the thing too. Even The Rock has said as well, like during this interview with Variety, that he is somebody that does pay very close attention to his health, because he has stated that a lot of his family members, they died young because they didn't take care of their health. They were afraid to go to the doctors. They were afraid to get results. And even The Rock does, I guess there's like this thing where you could do like a full body test. I think it's like $500 to do. And The Rock does it every single year. And I don't think The Rock would lose all that muscle mass for nothing. Like, I think The Rock, like, people are just, and it's crazy that like wrestling fans, literally wrestling fans are the ones that are judging about weight.
We are complete polar opposites living in the same world. It's ridiculous.
If you're a celebrity, you're just like kind of like a target for fucking anything, for people to speculate shit about your life that is none of their business, dude. Like, it just, the whole thing just, yeah, it's kind of like the airport shit. Like, just leave it the fuck alone.
It's just
like, leave it alone.
Like,
and that's the thing. Like, as long as The Rock is healthy and happy, that's what matters, I think, at the end of the day. All right. Well, speaking of injuries, this dude cannot catch a break. Wardlow sustained another injury. According to Fightful, Wardlow sustained an injury almost indefinitely after returning from a year-plus absence at Forbidden Door. Sources in AEW said that the injury is feared to be a torn pectoral muscle, which would sideline him for quite some time. Thoughts?
Injuries are never fun, especially, when you haven't been around for a long time, and some people have been genuinely like anticipating his return and like him being involved in storylines. So I'm not really a fan, obviously, of anybody losing time off their job or getting injured or hurt, obviously, but man, there's some people that are just injury prone. I'm surprised, and I'm gonna say it. I'm surprised CM Punk has not been injured again. I'm surprised Samoa Joe is not injured. Like there's some people that are just injury prone, and
Somebody not
Wardlow
wood
is
right
one of them.
now.
Yeah, not literally knocking on wood. For real.
Understood. Is that what's the?
Because that's the thing that's scary.
yeah,
That's the thing that's scary about the injury bug. Like, man, it's like a domino effect in wrestling. Like, if one person gets injured, there's so many other people that go down with them.
Yep. They had to almost cancel an entire event because of Liv Morgan getting injured. So it's crazy.
Yeah. But what are your thoughts on it, Dan?
To be honest, I don't know the wrestler quite enough, but he does seem to be really injury prone, and it's just unfortunate that you just can't catch a break trying to get back into the ring to make his return because a lot of people were counting on him. So, and like you said, Donnie, when one falls, a lot other falls, for domino effect. So it's just unfortunate, especially with that kind of injury too. That's torn pectoral.
Man, I feel so bad for Wardlow because he's somebody that I feel like just gets injured at the worst possible time, just like Adam Cole. And it's unfortunate because injuries do suck. And especially in the wrestling business, because there's so many hungry, talented wrestlers that are waiting for an opportunity. So now that Wardlow is sidelined, whatever plans they had for him, they have to scratch. But that means it opens up the door for another wrestler. So with Wardlow, like, I do wish him a speedy recovery because I do know that they did have plans for him, especially if he was going to be in the Don Callis family. So I'm very sad about this because I thought that like this time around they were going to make right of the bad booking that they did. Yeah. And this just reminds me of when Cody came back to WWE, like he got hurt right away. CM Punk came back to WWE and got hurt right away as well.
Like Angelo, it could have been a freak injury just from him training. Like that's what happened to Cody. He tore his pec training for his match against Seth. Like that's
also
how it is.
Oh yeah, dude. Doctors probably gave him the green light to go back to full weights, and he probably got too excited and then pulled something.
Yeah,
pulled
something. He tore something.
Well, tore something. That's the word.
Tyrus, it doesn't matter if it's ballet or any sport. Any sport you can get injured in. It doesn't matter if it's ballet or something else. The sport's a sport. Injury comes with it. Just the risk that you take.
Yeah. But honestly, we all here and We Are Wrestling, we do wish Wardlow a speedy recovery. And I'm sure when he comes back, hopefully they pick where they left off because it seemed like they were going in a pretty good direction with him. But moving on now to our last We Are Wrestling weekly news and rumors. Holy shit. We are only 45 minutes into this episode, and we're already on the last weekly news and rumors. Wow. Holy shit.
Dude.
Just wanted to point that out. Well, this one's definitely going to be worth talking about for a little while. AJ Styles posted a photo of a time glass on social media. And people are talking about this because AJ's son replied to a fan who's not happy with his booking and said this: "You ain't the only one, man." According to Fightful, sources close to AJ Styles have indicated that his contract expiration with the WWE is up around February of 2026, which would have him expiring after the Royal Rumble and before WrestleMania season. Styles has long discussed the possibilities of retirement, but hasn't mentioned it much lately. What are your thoughts on how his booking has been so far, and what do you think AJ Styles should do next?
Like I said, I don't read too much into it. Obviously, we all know that his time is up. Like, he's like at the last leg of his, run. So I'm not reading much into that. The only thing that I could really add to it is like how much time he has left until he leaves WWE and ends his career somewhere else because he's unsatisfied with things, which I understand. Yeah, I mean, do whatever makes him happy. Just make it worth it, He's a fucking legend. He deserves to go out on some legendary terms. So it's one of those things.
I was going to ask if you guys.
What's up?
Sorry. I was going to say if you guys asked if you seen that kind of promo during the commercial break on, was it Monday Night Raw?
Yeah, I saw.
I heard about it. I didn't find it. I couldn't find it.
He kind of was calling out the booking. He didn't really say who. He said somebody back there doesn't want me to be there, and so I'm gonna beat El Grande Americano's ass like that person back there's ass, and we'll do this together. It's sort of like he's really.
It was either Triple H or Bruce Pritchard. I think it's Bruce Pritchard.
I think it was Bruce too. Yeah. I don't think it's Triple H that much, but he was just
as long as Bruce Pritchard's still there, Vince McMahon is still there.
Yeah, exactly. Vince Jr. or a twin. But yeah, I don't quite really know what they're planning on doing with AJ Styles, unless they're making it as a work, and then swerve all of us and make him John Cena's last opponent or something like that, because that'd be great.
They don't have a plan for AJ.
I don't know. No,
I'm convinced. They haven't had a plan with this guy since losing the friggin' Intercontinental or Tag title from the Thunderdome era. Yep. They have had no idea what to do with this guy for years. And it frustrates me because I was an AJ Styles fan going all the way back to old school TNA. And I'm just at the point where, like, man, I feel like TNA could do a better job at booking AJ Styles' final year in wrestling. I feel like AEW could do a better job booking AJ Styles' final year in wrestling. Same with New Japan. I am just so over AJ Styles' WWE run, just like Finn Balor. I'm just over it at this point. I really just want them to get out and go end their careers the right way. And with AJ Styles, like, I think that when that contract is up, especially with his son saying, like, I'm sick of it too, I do have a feeling AJ Styles is going to end his career in either New Japan, TNA, or it's going to be AEW. It ain't going to be WWE where he has his last match.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that too, because he did make an appearance at the TNA anniversary. So maybe that could be a tease for later on, just joining that for like a year or so.
You know what AJ Styles should do?
Wrestlers. What's up?
This is how I think we need to leave it off. This is how what AJ should do. Just like John Cena's doing a farewell tour right now in WWE, AJ Styles should sign with TNA 1 year and do a farewell tour with TNA Wrestling. That would be a perfect ending to a phenomenal career.
Do you think that would actually happen?
Hey, TNA is about to secure a big TV deal, and they are going to be going head-to-head against AEW. So that is a huge possibility. Getting a guy like AJ Styles, the face of TNA, that right there is going to get people to tune in to Impact over AEW. But that's the thing. We'll have to wait and see what happens there.
Yep.
All right. Well, with that being said, let's move on to the Getting Put Over segment.
Yeah.
Every week we do this thing called the Getting Put Over segment. We pick one past, present, or future professional wrestler and we put them over. We talk about the defining moments, the accolades, the rivalries, the segments, and our biggest what-ifs. It's time to put a new wrestler over in the We Are Wrestling Getting Put Over segment. Oh my God.
Sorry.
We're back with the We Are Wrestling Getting Put Over segment. And this week, we're back to normal. Ben, who did you pick and who are we putting over?
Stand in the back. There's a hurricane coming through.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Shane Helms, the Hurricane, Gregory Helms. Dude, underrated as fuck. Beyond underrated. And there's so many just fun memories about the Hurricane himself, and not let alone everything else. So let's get started, shall we?
I think we should get started. And let me just say this before we get into it. This was fun going back and doing the homework on Shane Helms. So thank you, Ben.
You're welcome.
I have one too. Yeah.
All right. Well, the way we like to do this, if this is your first time listening or watching the We Are Wrestling podcast live every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we ask you guys a few simple questions. Favorite title run, favorite match, favorite segment, favorite year, favorite rivalry, and a what-if scenario. And before we get into all that, we go over the accolades. And Shane Helms has had quite some accolades. So here we go with the getting put over. Starting off, he is a one-time WCW Cruiserweight Champion, a one-time WCW Hardcore Champion, Sugar Shane Helms, one-time WWF European Champion. Also in the Pro Wrestling Illustrated in 2001, he did win Best Gimmick as the Hurricane.
Yeah.
One-time WWE Hardcore Champion. This was at WrestleMania 18. He was a one-time WWE Cruiserweight Champion as the Hurricane. Two-time WWE World Tag Team Champion, one time with Kane. Also in the Pro Wrestling Illustrated, he was ranked number 21 in the 2003 Pro Wrestling Illustrated Top 500.
Wow.
Also, his second World Tag Team title run was with Rosie.
I remember that one.
Me too. One-time WWE Cruiserweight Champion as Gregory Helms. Now let's get into our favorite title run of Shane
His
Helms.
06 fucking Cruiserweight title run as Gregory Helms, man. What a fucking reign of terror that shit was. Fucking 2006 Royal Rumble, the dude outlasted a whole, I wouldn't say battle royal, but like just a whole fucking scramble match, basically. It was just a whole group of people. And one person had to take the pin. You had names like Nunzio, Paul London, Kid Cash, Jamie Noble. You had a bunch of cruiserweights in this motherfucker, Funaki. And it was a banging ass match. And what a way to open the Royal Rumble. And he pulled the upset, dude. I also really, really fucking love his finisher, the Shining Wizard. And he was the best. He has the best Shining Wizard. I don't care what anybody says. And yeah, this was like the one gimmick that really got him over as like a dominant star and actually had a really healthy storyline for a long time. And I enjoyed it. It was a good reinvention of someone who desperately needed the second lease on their career.
Oh, absolutely. 1,000%.
It needs to be studied. Even his promo work was incredible.
Yeah, I felt like the Hurricane gimmick was holding the man back.
And then he fucking introduced Gregory Helms, dude, and holy shit. Holy shit, dude. He was aggressive as fuck.
Yeah. There was quite a difference. I thought it was different. I didn't even realize it was the same person until much later on. Bradshaw was the same title run to his 385-day run as WWE Cruiserweight Champion in 2006. Yep. And like I was saying just now, like I thought it was a completely different person. I didn't realize the Hurricane and Gregory Helms were the same guy until I was much older. And especially now looking back on it, I was like, well, okay, I could have probably noticed it. But he just did such a great work as Gregory Helms. And he had exciting matches such as a Texas-style tornado match, like whatever that is. And it just made you tune in. So.
Hell yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I wanted to pick one of his Hurricane title runs just to be different, but I really couldn't. I had to go with the Cruiserweight Championship because when he was the Cruiserweight Champion, in my opinion, I think he was the greatest person to ever hold the WWE Cruiserweight title, in my opinion. This was the best run. Such a great, arrogant heel at the time. Made the championship so prestigious. Had a over 1 year title run. Could have definitely went after a mid-card championship like the United States. And I think he would have made that title relevant.
He was one of the last fucking dudes that genuinely gave that title TV time, dude. Like, it was in storylines, and it for the Cruiserweight title is getting TV runs, you are fucking doing something right, dude. And Gregory Helms checked all the boxes for it. For me, he might be one of the greatest Cruiserweight champions of all time.
Yep, same here. That's why I couldn't pick any other title run of his.
Big facts,
I love this run.
The one time he was built as a star, and it worked, bro, which is why I don't understand why they let it fizzle out, man. Like, you could have gone for US title.
Well, here's why it fizzled out. Because he did get into a really bad motorcycle incident.
Oh, fuck, that's
And then
right.
that's when he had the injury, and then he came back as the Hurricane, but he was a shell of his former self.
Yeah,
a couple big injuries.
But then again, too, like, he also was getting a little bit out of the lineup is Gregory Helms because he was doing tagging with Chavo too.
And that's what fucking was the downfall.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But had they just kept pushing him on singles, it would have been better. Sorry about that.
You all know he works backstage for WWE. Yes, we do.
Yes, he's a producer.
And he's one of the reasons why Logan Paul is one of the greatest celebrity wrestlers of all time.
Yep.
All right, favorite match of Shane.
Dude,
Helms.
I'm gonna go. I went with a really random one, but him versus Matt Hardy in 06. I particularly liked this match because neither were a heel at the time.
Wait,
And-
is this the right graphic? Because he had a lot of
Yes.
matches with him.
Yes,
Okay.
this is the one I was thinking of. Yes.
All right, good.
And I love seeing when childhood friends that grew up doing this shit together get into a ring because it's always magical. That's why I chose it.
Yeah,
Because it was
they're
a
both from
fucking.
North Carolina.
It stands out, you know. It stands out, and it's one of those sentiments of like, you know, we get to finally lock up in the ring together after all these years, and you know, get to perform in in front of a bunch of people, and it's a dream, dude. Like, and I love moments like that, even if they feel insignificant to other people.
That's like how I always felt like when Edge and Christian got in the ring against each other because they were
Precisely.
legitimate best friends too.
Mhm. And then when Edge gave his
Or-
fucking goodbye ceremony, we got to see it break the fourth wall. Like, it was good, man. You know, like, and that shit that I live for is moments like this that, you know, you have the same dream and now you're on the same playing field. It's sick.
Yep. Or
Hell
like
yeah.
Bailey and Sasha Banks too. Same duo.
Yep, that's also another one
Um,
too.
Yep. I chose just a Monday Night Raw on March 10th, 2003. It was Hurricane Helms versus The Rock. And
Yeah.
if we're taking it out of context, just this match alone, you would think that this was a random put together match, but there was actually a lot of storyline put behind it. It was short and sweet, but it was actually great storytelling with it. First of all, if you watch back the match, The Rock is selling everything like crazy because I was watching it on YouTube. And I was like, that's hilarious. And the match kind of tells a story like who the real superhero is in WWE. And I'll get to that a little bit later. But it's kind of like, you know, Stone Cold comes out to distract The Rock, and then Hurricane Helms was able to get the win, which led up to The Rock and Stone Cold's match at WrestleMania 19, which ultimately landed as the 13th best WrestleMania match of all time out of the top 50. So,
Hell
little
yeah.
Inside fact.
I always love that, like, they did that. Like, The Rock could have easily beat him in 3 seconds, but, like, they decided to swerve us and give Hurricane, like, a big win.
I think it was like 3.5 minutes, maybe 4.5.
And I feel like that's what's missing in wrestling, like, in 2025. Like, why don't we get these upsets anymore like this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because it did wonders for the Hurricane.
Yeah.
But now getting into my favorite match, I had to go with Royal Rumble 2006. That Cruiserweight Invitational. I really enjoyed it. It was just a fun match.
Oh, I hate myself for not choosing it.
Real quick,
all my favorite cruiserweights that deserve TV time, all in the ring at the same time together on a pay-per-view.
Even Funaki.
Even Funaki. I might have to pick him next.
I gotta correct myself. The match that I picked, the Hurricane versus The Rock, was actually 9 minutes and 30 seconds. So
okay,
actually longer than I thought.
Yeah, the Cruiserweight Open. That's the one I had to go with easily. Josh Toy Show here in the live chat. I remember him in Virtual back in 2010.
Yep.
That was during, I believe, the end of ECW when they feuded. All right, getting into our favorite segment. And he's had a lot of them throughout his career.
Mine was just him getting his ass beat in the fucking 05 Royal Rumble by Chris Benoit and fucking Eddie Guerrero. This dude is the sentiment on what you would do for your dream job. Hurricane was the OG fucking jobber, and I loved it because he did everything. Like, even him getting chopped in the fucking ring, he's like fucking flailing his legs and shit like he running in place. That shit was fucking hilarious, dude. There is nothing that dude wouldn't have done to entertain a crowd, and I respected that about him, and I loved it.
Wait, before we get into your answer, Dan Eddy, I just want to say this wouldn't be a We Are Wrestling podcast getting put over without Rage putting over something that happened in the Royal Rumble in 2005 or 2006.
Dude, fuck off. That's one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time. Fuck
no,
off,
I love the Royal Rumble. That's a compliment.
What else?
What
else did he pick? What else did he
Because I
pick?
love when you talk about the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, dude. This is over a span of time, Dan.
Okay.
In the 3 years I've been doing this, going on 4 years I've been doing this, I have mentioned the 05 Royal Rumble a million fucking times.
And that's why I'm complimenting it, because like there's like I used to love watching those Royal Rumbles like nonstop. But then
so
like
much replay value.
no, but then like Rage will, like, for example, when we were putting over Victoria, you put over the segment that happened with the bingo cage, and I forgot all about that shit. That's why I'm saying I love that you mentioned, like, it's not an We Are Wrestling podcast episode without you putting over the Royal Rumble in 2005 or 2006. I love that.
I don't know what to say, man. Like, yeah, dude, the Rumble back then was magical. So
I'm
like
putting you over.
Thank you.
That's why
we need some more backstage segments like that.
Yes, we do.
That's why
we have a bingo cage every year at our watch along.
Facts.
Yeah. So as I was teasing it earlier, my favorite segment, and I wanted to preface it because last week when Rage picked Hurricane Helms as the person we were going to put over this week, I immediately thought of this segment when he was backstage with The Rock in the locker room, I think. So that's a different segment, Donnie, but still same thing. Yeah, he was back there with The Rock. The Rock makes fun of Shane as the Hurricane, calls him like the Hamburglar, like every single superhero can beat his ass. And then Hurricane Helms came back with like the best comeback ever, where he was like, "Oh yeah, well, there's one superhero that I can beat, and it's the Scorpion King. What's up with that?" And then The Rock is like, no, it's a special effect, And if you're not familiar, The Rock was the Scorpion King in the Mummy movie that came out in 2001.
The Mummy movie, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
That's where he got his break in Hollywood.
Yep. And got fucked over with CGI. Anyways, so this happened in 2003. So he was referring to the 2001 Mummy movie that The Rock was in. So I thought that was hilarious, and watching back on it, I just kept laughing because it was like The Rock was Batman and the Hurricane was his Robin. Like they needed each other for a few segments. And then the wit and the banter. And if you rewatch the interview that Shane Helms did with Chris Blaine, I say his name every week.
Van
Vliet, yeah.
It was Chris Van.
He was talking about his time working with The Rock, and he just had a great time. So it was just sort of like The Rock was doing his heel goof off days, and then the Hurricane was just a perfect mixture of it.
Nice.
Yep, and I think it really helped with like the Hollywood character The Rock was doing.
Yes.
It got him over by working with Hurricane, which I enjoyed. But that hamburger line was one of the greatest Rock lines of all time.
Oh, the hamburger! They'll come you cheeseburger.
Yep, top 5 line of The Rock's all time, straight up. But I had to go with a different one here with my favorite segment, and I actually went with 2. I wanted to give an honorable mention because I figured,
motherfucker.
Well, here's the thing. Here's why. Because a lot of people are like, they don't think about this run that Shane Helms had. And well, the first one is here, Royal Rumble 2002. Obviously, when he tried to double jump
mention the Royal Rumble
in the WWE with Triple H and Stone Cold. But I also wanted to honorable mention him in 3 Count in WCW. I thought that this was an underrated faction in like the later years of WCW. This is when people stopped watching. And this was him, Shannon Moore, and a guy named Evan. And like they would just come out, they had these little like spots, and they would do like these dance moves. And man, it was a funny gimmick. Like I really enjoyed watching these, but not a lot of people talk about his 3 Count run, which is why I kind of wanted to shed some light since we are putting him over this week on that.
Very cool.
Catchy theme too.
I completely forgot about 3 Count. So yeah.
Getting into our favorite year.
2006, motherfucker. Gregory Helms, man. That was a legendary run of not only a persona, but, a whole ass title run, dude. That was the last big cruiserweight title run I think that there was before they finally retired it. So I'd be remiss if I didn't say it. So 06.
Yeah, I chose the same year, 2006. And as much as I'm familiar with him more as Shane Helms, the Hurricane, which was 2001 to 2005, 2006, when he became Gregory Helms, was kind of the staple, other staple to his career. And also, fun fact, he secured the Cruiserweight title with that character, and he is still the longest reigning cruiserweight champion in WWE history. So
Yes,
that run was
he
just January 2006 to February of 2007.
Well, my favorite year for Shane Helms, I had to go with 2001. I really enjoyed like the debut of the Hurricane, especially during the invasion angle. Like it just felt something fresh and something new. And with like WWE's like comedy, like definitely got over. And I just enjoyed like his little title runs he would have throughout. And even Molly Holly by his side. But moving on to our favorite rivalry.
The Rock. Because it was the fucking chemistry was hilarious, bro. Hilarious. If anybody could genuinely make this dude break, it was the Hurricane, dude. Like Hurricane and him literally had some of the best shit together ever. There's literally no comparison.
Dan Eddy said Rock was Batman to his Robin. I agree.
Yeah, there's literally a reason why, as soon as you mentioned his name, Rage, last week, this segment, finally Donnie gets the right picture.
How about you do it then?
Popped in my head immediately. There's a reason. I will do it. I'm not doing your shit now anyway.
He said, how about you do it then?
I'm the champion here. I shouldn't have to be freaking doing this.
There's Donnie's insurance.
That's why
I'm the champion, bitch.
I'm gonna be nothing when I lose that title. That's why I need to keep
nothing.
Which actually, that's good. Wait, real quick. That's a good advertisement. Next week's episode of the We Are Wrestling podcast, we are going to be doing predictions for WrestlePalooza.
But yeah, I chose The Rock too because, like I said, funny moments, iconic moments, and what I was saying earlier, there's the reason why that segment popped in my head immediately, because it makes you remember, over the years, because it was just enjoyable, too hilarious, and yeah, like I said, those like the Batman's their Robin, and then I forgot about this part, but as soon as he did, what the fuck that? Like I completely forgot about that, and when I was watching it back, I was just laughing my ass off because I remember feeling that I was like 13 years old again, laughing at that for the first time.
It was such an iconic segment, so I could totally see why you guys picked The Rock as his best rivalry, because it definitely got the Hurricane character even more over than it already was.
Yep.
Now, here's who I had to go with for my favorite rivalry.
Real quick to add on to that, The Rock was a great rivalry too, because whatever they did, The Rock was still going to be The Rock. And with Hurricane Helms potentially messing it up, nobody would remember him.
In the We Are Wrestling universe, I'm The Rock, Dan Eddy, and you are the Hurricane.
I mean,
all right.
Cool.
That didn't work. All right, here's who I went with. Favorite rivalry of mine, I had to go with Matt Hardy. I just really enjoyed their chemistry.
Their friendship, man.
What they did. And I thought like their feud with the Cruiserweight Championship in 2006 was entertaining.
Peak.
All right, now let's get into our biggest what-if scenario.
What if Hurricane was booked as a supervillain and a serious heel? Like an actual serious heel. And, they gave him a dominant run. Because I think one of the biggest things that's missing in pro wrestling nowadays is good character work. And Helms understood the assignment. So to see that more serious side of the Hurricane, even if they called him fucking Tsunami or some shit, I would have been fucking hyped. I would have been hyped. And it would have been kind of cool to see what it would have looked like.
Hell yeah. You can thank ChatGPT for this graphic.
Oh, that's awesome. To kind of add on to Rachel's point, if he was taking as a serious character, if he were taken serious, what if he ever got a main event? Because when we look back on his accolades, there are a lot of mid-card titles at the Cruiserweight. He had some tag team title runs with, the Kane as the Hurricane and Rosie as well. But at least the question is, the Hurricane gimmick a blessing and a curse for his career? Because it was during the Ruthless Aggression era. If he weren't taken serious, he wouldn't have been that sort of comedic relief that, stuck in people's memories. Like I've been saying this whole time. There's a reason why I remember, Hurricane, or there's a hurricane coming, like those sketchy lines. everyone was like the aggressive era, Triple H, Stone Cold, The Rock, and so on and so forth. With the Hurricane, it was sort of like that, the commercial break, but it was just that one commercial that sticks in your head, like Puppy Monkey Baby. You know what? I think it was.
But that's the thing, like
Dew
you like needed
energy
that.
drink. Yeah, exactly. So with that, where he was actually taken serious, would people think of him more as the Hurricane or more as a Gregory Helms? Because the Hurricane gimmick led him to do great heel work as Gregory Helms, sort of like in the mid to golden days in the aggression or the ruthless aggression era. So, and if it was a blessing to his career, it would be a curse to his career if he were to do that sort of gimmick in today's wrestling, because we saw it happen with Nikki Cross doing the whole Nikki ASH gimmick.
Oh yeah, the almost superhero.
That got her was it SmackDown or was it the Raw?
Monday Night
Raw, the Raw title, and she did the tag team titles with Alexa Bliss as Nikki ASH. So she got some titles with that, but it didn't really seem to go as long as the Hurricane, which went on for about 4 years. So it was sort of like the sweet spot to do that sort of gimmick in.
I will say this about Gregory Helms. I do believe if he didn't have the Hurricane gimmick, he wouldn't have been as hated during this time, because the Hurricane was very popular and he was very over. So then when he got rid of that gimmick and did the Gregory Helms thing, I think it made the fans hate him even more, which I think is what he needed to be a successful cruiserweight champion, successful heel, whatever you want to call it. So for my biggest what if scenario, I had to go with what if he never got the motorcycle incident that happened. This is where he broke his neck, and this was just a really bad time because this happened in 2007. This was already a year after the Gregory Helms character, and then he got a DUI for it as well during this time, so he got suspended by WWE as well. And then on the ECW brand, he kind of went back to the Hurricane gimmick, and I thought it was a shell of its former self. It wasn't the same as it was in the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression. So my what if is, what if this injury never happened? Maybe after the Chavo tag team, maybe he would have gotten back on track. Maybe a possible United States Championship run. Maybe World Heavyweight. That's kind of my what if scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this week, guys, we put over Gregory Helms, the Hurricane, and we're back on track because all summer long we did put over female wrestlers, but now that we're getting back into the fall season, we're getting back to normal and just putting over anybody at this point. Rage, enjoyed doing my homework on the Hurricane. So thank you for this getting put over this week.
Yeah,
and Tyra said you guys did a great job on putting Gregory Helms over. Unforgettable.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks, Cyrus. We appreciate that. All right. Well, next week, it is my turn to pick somebody to put over. And right now, I'm contemplating on 2 names. Because before this...
Damn, what's up with your double features, bro?
I was gonna let the live chat decide out of the 2 that I had in mind.
Oh, okay. Continue.
All right. So the first one I had, which we talked about before we hit the live, was Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. Because I kind of feel like we don't really put over old school people as much. So I kind of wanted to go back old school a little bit. And then the second one, after kind of talking about him a little bit and this getting put over, Funaki. I kind of want to put over.
Fuck out of here. No. No, I'm Asian and I won't even do that. No.
All right, we're putting over Mr. Perfect next week. I have no choice.
All I have to say is about, what you'd ask me all these questions about Funaki, and my mind would go to, what's your favorite match? I don't know, the one where he got thrown the fuck out of the ring. Oh, what's your favorite segment? The one where he got clotheslined the shit out of by fucking Brock Lesnar. Oh, what's your favorite fucking segment? The one where he got bitch slapped by JBL.
That's the best segment for Funaki. The chop PP. That was the best.
Oh no.
No, I think we're gonna go Mr. Perfect next week.
Yeah, dude.
That's who we're gonna put over. All right, well, with
Funaki walks so Akira Tozawa can run.
Well, with that being said, now let's get into the We Are Wrestling podcast main event topic. And oh man, I couldn't believe this came out. John Cena's last match will not be taking place in Boston. So, John Cena's final 8 appearances are set, which one of them already happened in Chicago on September 5th, this past Friday on SmackDown, which was his last SmackDown ever.
Last one.
And the 7 remaining dates we have this coming Monday in Springfield, Mass. John Cena will be there. Then we have WrestlePalooza. He'll be facing Brock Lesnar. Then he'll be appearing at Crown Jewel on October 11th in Perth. Then he's going to be back-to-back Monday Night Raws, November 10th in Boston, November 17th in New York City. Then he'll also be a part of the Survivor Series on November 29th in San Diego.
Hey,
and
it's my birthday.
Saturday night main event on December 13th in Washington, D.C. So, here's why this is happening in Washington, D.C. According to John Alba, WWE shifted John Cena's final match from Boston to Washington, D.C. due to the bidding process, with Boston losing the bid. What's your thoughts on John Cena's final match taking place in Washington and not Boston?
I think it's pretty fucking stupid, to be honest. I think it's fucking stupid, and it's just it's a money thing and a whole bidding war, and oh fuck, dude. I haven't been happy about it since it came out. You know, just like everybody else, I think it's kind of a disservice. Like it's cool that he's coming to Springfield. I think that's really cool, but his last match should be in Boston. I don't understand why Washington D.C. unless they're gonna have Batista for his final fucking match. Oh, that would be fucking sick if Batista wasn't so tiny right now. That would be fucking sick. But
he
yeah,
wasn't so tiny.
Well, yeah. I don't know, man.
He's not tiny. He's cut, bro.
I do want to show real quick before you do give your thoughts, Dan. I do want, because you just talked about the Springfield, Ben. I do want to show off this. I freaking love the merchandise that they're doing for John Cena's farewell for Springfield.
Ooh.
Because he did play football here. And I did predict this, that they were going to do something with like the maroon color because of the jerseys with Springfield. So I thought that was a little cool touch.
Did you buy it?
Yes, I did. I bought everything
did.
except for the socks, because the socks sold out in my size. And the championship. I am buying the championship when I get paid on Friday.
Nice.
Ooh, you're getting the championship?
I am. I'm getting the Springfield limited edition title.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Damn. That's cool.
All right. Well, how do you feel about this, Dan?
I am feeling like TKO could not give a shit because they're looking at John Cena as still a cash cow instead of the Hall of Fame wrestler that he actually is. And it's bullshit because they moved him from Boston. Like, he's from Massachusetts. He's from Newbury, which is like
West Newbury,
like an hour away from Boston itself. And he got outbid and decided to make Washington D.C. his last stop, which Boston was the place that he chose to make as his last stop too. And TKO was just like, yeah, fuck that. No, we got more money coming this way, so we're gonna go over there. It's stupid.
Yep.
Like, they're allowing him to do his retirement tour without his decision, but it's his decision to do so in the first place. So it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
it
doesn't.
I'll tell you this right now. If the John Cena farewell match that's taking place in Washington, D.C., if the tickets are the lowest, like, let's say, like, nosebleeds, like where you and I, Ben, were planning on sitting, if it's less than, like, $300 a ticket, I am going to be even more mad at the fact that it is taking place in Washington, D.C., because before the plans for Fanatic Fest, that was our plan. We were going to go to John Cena's last match at the TD Garden in Boston. But then TKO, they skyrocketed the prices, and we just don't see the point in doing it now. Man, I hate this because John Cena is from Massachusetts, and the fact that we're really having a bidding war here for his final match, like, it should be about John Cena. It shouldn't be about WWE making an extra $100,000. It shouldn't be about anybody but the one man who carried this company for
20 years.
and that's John fucking Cena. Because during a time when we lost The Rock, we lost Hulk Hogan, we lost these larger-than-life superstars, who stepped up to the plate to be that guy? John fucking Cena. He saved the WWE when ratings were going downhill because of what happened with the Attitude Era and the Monday Night Wars. John Cena, they built him into the star that he is today. And the fact that, like, this is his final match and, like, you're not going to... It should be about John Cena. He should be able to pick who he wants. It should take place where he wants, which should be the TD Garden in Boston or even Gillette Stadium. I think that they could sell out a Gillette Stadium for John Cena's last match. And it should not even be a fucking Saturday night main event. That's bullshit, too.
Might I just add that
we're going to get hit with commercials during his final match.
It's a bidding war halfway into his retirement tour. Like, this shit couldn't have been figured out before his tour started. Like, I thought it was finalized, too. And then months later, like, oh, wait, no, we're going to change some plans because we kept them. Like, they should have figured this shit out beforehand. That's the most irritating part of this whole thing. Like, not because he got outbidded and made it decide someplace else besides, like, the place he actually wanted to be at, but the fact that it happens 6-7 months into his retirement tour, like, as it is, and then all of a sudden the bidding war happened and they're going to change this, like, last minute, it's just stupid.
And that's the thing, like, it's just absolutely ridiculous.
It's
like,
a slap in the face.
Like, it's not fair. It's not fair to Cena. Like, he should be able to perform in Boston in front of his family, in front of his friends, and the fans who have been behind him since day one.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
Fans that are Massachusetts, like I do want to right here.
I do want to pull up this here in the live chat. Danny Huckins on the John Cena shirt for Springfield on each side. It has number 54 on the front, which is the number he used when he was Thugonomics Cena, but also number 54 was when he wore in college football. Yes, sir. Yep, number 54. And it's also on Peacock, so I don't think it'll have commercials, but they still always change things last minute. First, Mania 2, now this. Yes, even WrestleMania 42. It was supposed to take place in New Orleans, and then I think The Rock was the one to make the announcement at New Orleans. And then they ended up moving it to Las Vegas because more money was being bidded towards them.
Yeah.
We haven't seen The Rock since.
I don't get it. And here's the thing, like, here's what I'm going to say about it. And I think I'm going to leave it as this. If you are going to the WWE shows, you're supporting TKO doing this with the prices. Like, I'm not telling people to not stop watching WWE because, like, WWE very enjoyable to watch, especially with the return of AJ Lee, John Cena's farewell tour, CM Punk, all of these talented people. I'm not telling you guys not to watch WWE, but man, these ticket prices, don't buy tickets to a WWE show. Don't waste your money. It's not worth it, if you ask me. But I can't believe they're doing this for John Cena's last match. But overall, like, I think this is the best way to close off this week's episode. We might as well leave it off with this. How do you guys feel so far about the farewell tour in 2025 with Cena?
No, I'm not answering that until his final match.
That's fair.
I need to get the full round before I can reflect on it.
Yeah, there's a lot of aspects to look at it about.
Yeah.
Make a statement or a grade or just like a blank out of 10. I can't.
Yeah, no, I do kind of like after like as I was saying the question, I was kind of realizing like maybe we should wait until the end to really answer it. But I just know that there's a lot of fans right now that aren't happy with it, but then there's also people that are appreciating it.
Yep.
All I know is I did enjoy the match that he had in Chicago with Sami Zayn. Like, I'm not a fan of Zayn.
I did too.
That was a cool like flashback.
Well, yeah, it was
kind of a full
circle.
circle
Yeah.
moment for both of them, really.
And the best part, Sammy was getting booed in Chicago. Loved it. Anything else, guys, before we close off this week's episode?
That's a wrap.
Nope.
All right. Well, that was a nice, short, easy week, which has been a while because we've been getting hit with crazy news the last like couple months. So honestly, kind of nice that we got to kick back here and talk about a few wrestling topics. But to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, We'll see you guys next week with the WWE WrestlePalooza predictions. And we will be having a We Are Wrestling podcast extra, which I'll be live next Thursday around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to pretty much do the AEW All Out predictions. Danny Huckins, if you have your setup all set up, if you want to talk about it with me, you can. But I'll be live here if it's just me. But WrestlePalooza we'll be doing next week on the show. And to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, if you're listening to this, please give us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download this episode and all the other episodes. If you're not following us over on social media for more additional wrestling content, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, go follow us on all the social media pages. Really helps with the algorithm with We Are Wrestling. But if you're not a maniac, you're already over on the YouTube channel where you get the best pro wrestling content. We do live watch-alongs for all the AEW pay-per-views and WWE PLEs, reactions, vlogs, and we even have a live episodes of the We Are Wrestling podcast every Wednesday, guaranteed, sometimes 5:15 Eastern Standard Time. And if you guys aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button now. Turn on the post notifications. The link's down in the description box below. You can go follow myself, Rage, and Dan Eddy over on our social medias. Ben is twitching away. Dan Eddy, on the other hand, he's also about to be twitching away, doing football content. And myself, I do friggin' toy videos. So if you guys want to go support all of us, the links are down in the description box below. And Ben, are you going to the pre-show festivities in downtown next Monday?
I don't know. Am I? I don't know.
I'm not. I got to work my job.
Yeah.
So to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, we'll see you guys next week on another episode of the We Are Wrestling podcast. Take it easy, guys.